The UK housing market is cooling fast and sellers are starting to panic. Over 5,500 homes have already had their asking prices cut within the last 30 days of listings. That's more than 6% of new listings, the highest in years. So let's look at why sellers are struggling, which cities have been hit the hardest, and what this means for buyers. Across the UK, 6.2% of homes listed in last month have already seen their prices reduce. England leads the way with 6.4% of listings cut. Scotland and Wales are fairly slightly better at around 4%. Bristol tops the list with nearly 10% of sellers cutting prices, followed by Bradford and London, where over 1,200 listings have dropped in price. The message is clear. Demand has slowed dramatically and sellers are scrambling to adjust expectations before the market stalls further. This wave of reduction shows how price sensitive the housing market has actually become. Buyers are cautious, waiting to see if the autumn budget brings any policy shifts on stamp duty, property tax, or even any first-time buyer incentives. Meanwhile, sellers are realizing that overpricing just doesn't work in 2025's cautious market, and cutting prices is often the only way to generate any real interest in their property. So the key takeaways for you are: early price cuts are just a warning sign. When 1 in 16 sellers drops their prices within 30 days, it's a clear indicator that demand is drying up. The fact that these cuts aren't reigniting sales shows how cautious buyers have actually become. And the regional divide still continues to widen. The south and major cities like London, Bristol and Brighton are seeing steeper price drops, while northern cities like Liverpool, Edinburgh remain relatively stable. This reflects stronger affordability and lower exposure to higher end taxes. And budget uncertainty is freezing buyer activity. With speculation about new property taxes, stamp duty changes, many buyers are simply pausing decisions until after the November budget, which means sellers, unfortunately, are left waiting. And a lot of people are waiting on these discounts, which may widen in coming weeks. If the autumn budget fails to provide confidence or relief, we could see deeper discounts across the board heading into winter. For serious buyers, this could open up opportunities for negotiation in purchase prices. And if you're selling your property, you must adapt quickly. In this climate, pricing right from day one is everything. Homes that receive early interest are far more likely to sell. Overpricing, even slightly, can push your property into a stale listing within weeks. The key takeaway for you all today is the market isn't crashing, it's just correcting. Sellers who price smart and stay flexible will still find buyers, but for now, patience and realism is the key. The next few weeks leading into the autumn budget will determine whether this slowdown turns into a full-on freeze. If you're a buy-to-let investor and want to know the 5 biggest mistakes to avoid, check out this video here. That's your mortgage and property update for today. See you on the next headline.